Community Passion into Profit. This is my private free community where I share tips on growing your business on Instagram. I see Daryl going on camera too. I love it. Oh my goodness. I am super excited, super excited for this masterclass. If you're watching the live session, welcome. If you're watching the replay, I am super excited that you're catching up. Today, I am going to share, if you know me, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I bring the slides. Heck yes, I brought the slides with me today. Today, you're here because you are going to enjoy and you're going to learn and we're going to exchange energies together because today I am teaching all about selling on Instagram for service and product based business owner. This is my exact strategy on selling on Instagram. Now, I am going to show you, this masterclass will take about an hour. So there's so much that I want to share with you, but at the end of this masterclass, I'm going to give you an invitation to join the Instagram Academy where we go deeper. There's so much that I can teach in 1 hour, but I'm going to give you the invitation if this feels in alignment with you, that you want to continue your journey with me as you're building your business on Instagram. There's a special invitation for you, but you are here because you are a business owner. Whether you have a service base or a product base, you're a business owner. And the reality is that your business needs money. Your business, in order for it to operate, you need to, for example, if you have a website right now around $15 per month, you need to cover that expense. You need to pay yourself. And I want to show you how industry leaders are using Instagram in 2023 to grow their business. And you're going to learn today my exact strategy, but also we're going to look at what other people, successful people out there are doing, because I've taken the time to go and see what are the things that I see most successful entrepreneurs, what they do on Instagram, and I've seen a pattern, something that shows up again and again and again. And I want to share this with you. Now, you are here because maybe you are facing one of these problems, maybe one of them, maybe two of them, maybe a couple of them. Just let me know in the chat box which one you resonate with the most. Maybe you have no idea what to post on Instagram, so you barely post. Like maybe your last post was like 3 months ago. Maybe it was like 2 weeks ago. Maybe your last post was like, I don't know, 6 months ago, because you have no idea what to post. I totally understand that. Now, maybe you started your Instagram account because it feels like this is something that you need to do, but you have no idea how to get people to buy. So let's say, for example, you are a product-based business and you know, like, okay, I need a way for me to sell my products. Maybe this is a website. Maybe you think, yeah, well, I need a logo too. And oh, of course, I need an Instagram account. But you just created the Instagram account, you have it there, but when it comes to creating content on a consistent base, you have no idea how to do that. If this is you, let me know. Just put number 2 in the chat box. Number 3 is that you're constantly looking at other business owners for inspiration, but when it comes to yourself, you barely create content on your account. Now, I've seen some business owners use their business account as a just like a personal account, meaning you share your photos when you went on vacation, you share photos, a selfie, maybe a selfie with your dog, with your cat, and it feels like you're just showing us your life, which is, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But if you want to use Instagram for business, there should be a strategy. Now, maybe you only post when you have a promotion or a special occasion. Like maybe it's like your first anniversary with business, or maybe you just open your business. Hurrah! Like pop the champagne. I just registered at the Chamber of Commerce, and you just posted that. And after that, it's just like crickets. Or maybe you have a promotion. I don't know. Mother's Day is coming in May, and like, oh, I'm going to promote for Mother's Day. And then after that, you don't post at all. Or maybe you've posted a couple of times, but after a while, you lost the traction. Like, yeah, I'm motivated. I saw this masterclass. I got inspired. I'm gonna post. And then 3 weeks later, quack, 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 we create some special sound effects in here too. Now, maybe you know that Instagram can work for your business. You understand the power of using Instagram for your business, but you're not sure how to use it to actually make sales. So maybe you're creating content on Canva. You're putting yourself out there. You like posting selfies, no problemo. I post too on Sundays. Like, you know that Instagram can work for you. You know that it can work for your business. But when it comes to making sales, the transaction, that is where you face most of the problems. Like, you have no idea how to make sales. So let me know if you resonate with any of these problems. You don't have to have all these problems, of course not. I hope not, but maybe one or two, or maybe just one, then you are in the right place. Because during this masterclass, I am going to, Rochelle said 6 is my issue. Okay. You know, Instagram can work for your business, but you're not sure how to use it for actually make sales. Okay, I understand. I see that this is something really common. So the good news is that you're not alone. I see most entrepreneurs, the problem that they face is that they know that it can work for their business, but when it comes to making sales, that's where the problem starts. So I totally understand. Now, the reason why I want to talk about these problems is because I've noticed, this is how I call it, the Instagram trap of entrepreneurs. You have an account, but you don't know how to use it for sales. And the reality is that if you're facing one of these problems, you are most likely in the Instagram trap of entrepreneurs. You have an account, but you don't know how to use it for sales. Good news, you're here. I'm going to show you how to use it. But the primary thing that I want you to know is that once we have the awareness that we have this specific problem, then we can fix the problem. Now, every problem has a reason why this problem is created to begin with, right? So let's say, for example, your car is not working. There must be a reason why it's not working. I have a problem, my car is not working. What is the reason it's not working? Most people make these mistakes. So there's a mistake that you're probably making right now that is causing these problems, and maybe you're not even aware of them. Number one, maybe you don't have a strategy on Instagram. You're just posting based on inspiration and whatever comes to mind. Maybe this is one of the mistakes that you're making right now and you're not even aware of it. Or maybe you look at Instagram as something like you need to have, like a website or a logo, but not as a marketing tool to increase demand for your offer. So you don't look at Instagram as a tool, a marketing tool, a business, how do you say? Something that you do in your business to generate sales. It's just like an account. It's like, oh, check, I have an Instagram account, but you don't have a strategy. Maybe you have no idea how to come up with content that makes you stand out from your competition. You're just blending in. So maybe you're using reels, like trendy reels. Everyone is using it. I'm going to use it too. Or maybe you just downloaded a really nice Canva template and you're using these templates to create content, but you're just saying the same thing that other people are saying. Just like you don't stand out. It feels like you're just like everyone else. But you're not. I'm here to tell you, you're not. You're uniquely you, and that's beautiful. But when it comes to the marketing, it feels like you're just not standing out. Or maybe the mistake that you're making right now is that you only post when you feel inspired, instead of having a system that encourages you to post with consistency. So maybe you don't have a system right now, and that's the reason why you're not making sales on Instagram. Maybe you post content based on what you think people would enjoy, instead of posting content that will increase demand for your offer. Think about it. You need to increase demand for your offer in order to make sales. If there's no demand, then people won't buy, right? It's like I have a business degree. The first class of marketing, they told me there's two things that you need in your business. You need demand and you need supply. Supply, maybe you have your offer, you have a service, you have products, you have the supply, but the demand, there's no demand there. So what we do is we have to create demand with our content. And maybe you're not doing this. So some of you might be experiencing a lot of these problems, or one of these problems, or two of these problems, because you're making these mistakes. So how do we fix it? Well, we create a system that guarantees an increase of followers and sales on Instagram. Now, right now, you might be thinking, oh, shoot, I don't have a system, but wait, I don't even have a lot of followers, but wait, that's why I'm not making sales. We're going to fix that, because once you have a system that guarantees more followers, we increase brand awareness. And once we have a system that we create demand for our offer, we make sales. And the reason why you're not making sales right now in your business is because you don't have a strategy. Because just like your body needs water and food and oxygen and vitamins, your business also needs leads and sales. And in order to increase leads and sales in your business, you need a strategy to attract more of the right people to your account and turn those people into paying customers. Your business needs money. And the reality is that in order for you to make sales, in order for you to make money, your business needs leads. Leads are people that might be interested in your offer. So if you're not generating consistent leads in your business, you're not making sales. And today you're going to learn how to do exactly that. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. My mom always told me, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But I don't want that for you. I want you to plan. I want you to have a system, something that you can rely on. Okay? Are we excited? Are we cool? Are we on the same page? Because what I have noticed is that people like Amy Porterfield, people like Jasmine Star, Mel Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, all these industry leaders, they have built a personal brand on Instagram and are using the platform strategically to grow their business. We see it happening every single day. When you go on Instagram, you search for these people and many other more people, successful entrepreneurs, industry leaders, what we notice is that they have cracked the code. They know how to do Instagram. They understand how valuable it is. They understand that we can make money if we have a strategy on Instagram. So I went and I started researching, what are these people doing? And I saw three important patterns that I want to share with you today. And one of these patterns is that they are using their own personal brand as the main factor of growing their business. So if we see people like Mel Robbins, Amy Porterfield, Jasmine Star, Gary Vaynerchuk, when you go on their feed, even if you look at 6 different posts, Mel Robbins right here, not 6, 9. 6 of these, or in her case, 5 of these posts, you see her face. You see her personal brand. You see the human behind that account. If we go to Amy Porterfield right here, 9 posts, all of these 9 posts, what do we see? We see a personal brand. We see their face. We hear their voice. We create a connection with them when we see the human behind the brand. Jasmine Star, the same thing. Gary Vaynerchuk, the same thing. That is the number one pattern that I have noticed with all these industry leaders. They are showing their face. They are building a personal brand. And this is really, really interesting. Now, the second thing that I've noticed is that they are creating content on a consistent basis so that they can increase their followers and make more sales in their business. If you go and look at Gary Vaynerchuk, he's posting like 3 to 5 times per day. Now, do you have to post that amount? No, I don't think you need to post that amount if this is not your capacity. Again, these people have teams. If you're just getting started, maybe it's only you, no problemo. But these people have teams. They have bigger audience. Like we see it, but look at the pattern. Jasmine Star, she posts 5 to 7 times per week. Mel Robbins, I see her posting 3 times per day. Amy Porterfield, 5 to 7 times per week. We see a pattern with consistency. Now, the most beautiful thing that I also see is that they have a strategic sales system on Instagram to make a bigger impact and increase revenue. I don't know if you know Amy Porterfield, but she just recently launched a new book. Her new book is called The 2 Weeks Notice. And then I noticed since February, the end of February to March, she launched her new book. She was doing a pre-sale. She was using the power of Instagram to sell her books. And the beauty about this is that I love this. I geek out about this. I see how she used different strategy on Instagram to increase her sales on her book. So for example, she did a giveaway. She was hosting a masterclass. She was doing pre-sale. And over here, you see, she was saying the 2 weeks notice is now available. So she was increasing demand first. She was doing a pre-sale first, and boom, then she launched it. So there's a strategy there. And I recently saw, I think it was like a week ago or like 10 days ago. I don't remember the exact date, but a couple of days ago, she posted that her book is the New York Times bestseller. So imagine, these are industry leaders. They are paving the way. They are leading. So imagine if we can start adopting different things that these industry leaders are doing and we apply it on our small business. Imagine the impact that we can create. So most people that just get started, they think like, oh, I just started an Instagram account. I have an account, whatever, I'll post when I'm inspired. But no, what we see industry leaders do in the marketplace is that they are showing their personal brand, number one. They are posting with consistency, and they have a strategic sales system on Instagram. And that is exactly what we're going to cover today. Because there are 4 things that you need in your business on Instagram in order to make sales. Now, before we get started, if this is your first time looking at my face, my name is Steven de Cuba. I'm not from Cuba. I'm actually from Aruba, and I am based in the Netherlands. I am based in the Netherlands and Aruba. I don't even know where I live anymore. I'm living a digital nomad lifestyle. But I'm a photographer. I'm a business strategist. I'm a podcast host, and I am the founder of the IPB program and the Instagram Academy. And as I told you today, I'm going to give you an invitation to join the Instagram Academy if this is in alignment with you. But the Instagram Academy is the step-by-step online course for business owners to reach more people, attract more leads, and convert more sales on Instagram. So you're going to receive the complete course if this is in alignment with you. But what I want you to know that the Instagram Academy has over 25 different trainings all about Instagram, how to build your personal brand on Instagram. Now, today, I only have like an hour with you. So I'm going to cover a little bit of the things that are important, but just know that this is like the 10% of what you will get in the Instagram Academy. I also wanted to share about the members of the Instagram Academy. Like Sacha does said, that after joining the course, the content creation table really helped me. But most importantly, being able to identify who are my clients. Within 4 months, I got 215 new followers. This is Milane that said, after learning all strategies of the Instagram Academy, my account increased with 225 new followers, and I even doubled my income. So what I did is that I look at big industry leaders right now, how they are using Instagram, and I've created a complete program that you can apply to. Now, in my experience, when I've built my personal brand on Instagram, this has given me many opportunities. For example, I got featured in different international blogs and magazines like ZenQ, The Perfect Wedding, The Knot, La Champanera, Focus, Festival Brides. I got named as one of the best wedding photographers in The Hague, and I got featured on national TV, RT Alvear, and Telearuba in Aruba. I work with big brands like Levi's, Moco Museo Amsterdam, Enzwani, Maggie Soltero, and many other international brands. And I like to say that personal brand comes with like a fame. I'm not here to make you famous. I'm not here to make you famous. I'm here to make you profitable, to give you a system that can get rid of all the problems that I don't know what to post. I'm not consistent. People are not buying. This is what I like to focus on. But the reality is that when you start putting yourself out there, it's like the snowball effect that it starts growing and growing and growing. And brand awareness happens, your face, like at least my face, started to get everywhere on TV, different podcasts, magazines, online. It's cool. I like it, but I'm not here to make you famous. I'm here to make you profitable. But here's the thing. For me, in 2020, I lost everything in my business. Yep, the pandemic happened. As a wedding photographer, if there's no one getting married, I'm not taking photos. If I'm not taking photos, I'm not making money. So who's going to pay the bills? Okay. So what I did is in 2020, I realized that I have something that no one can take away from me. And that is my personal brand. So I use the power of having my own personal brand to pivot in my business. So when I pivoted in my business, I started my own online group coaching program, which generated over 6 figures since 2020. I launched my first affiliate program, which generated over $10,000 in sales within a week. I've collaborated with big names like James Wetmore, Jasmine Star, all these different people that are leading the way. I just talked about Jasmine Star as well. And I have multiple streams of income. I am my own boss, and I decide my own salary. And when you hear this, or at least one of the questions that I get the most when I talk about my own story, people all ask me, okay, but Steven, how? Like, what the heck? You just lost everything in 2020 and you pivoted and boom, this is your reality right now. How? Well, the secret to my success is that I've built a personal brand on Instagram. I've built a personal brand that gives me the opportunity to reach more people, attract new leads, and make more sales in my business. That is the power of building a personal brand. And the power of Instagram is that Instagram is the most effective platform to grow an engaged audience, high quality leads, and increase sales conversion in your business. I believe this to my core. I believe that Instagram is one of the most powerful platforms that you can use right now. Think about it. You can use different things on Instagram. You can do videos. You can do short videos, long videos. You can go live. You can do direct messaging. You can create static posts, carousels, stories. There's so many things that you can do that other platforms don't offer these ways of creating content. YouTube is just like videos. TikTok is videos. LinkedIn is mostly business owners with a really nice suit. Facebook, there's a lot of people there. Reach is like 1%, So Instagram right now is one of the most powerful platform that you can be using right now, today, in your business to make more sales. Now, here's the thing. Instagram won't work for you if your last post was 3 months ago and you only post when you feel inspired. It won't work for you if you just look at this Instagram like that. It also won't work for you if you only post promotional flyers and you're not building a brand on the platform. There's a difference between posting flyers versus building a brand on the platform. And having a logo or branding colors or really nice font, that's not enough. That's beautiful. And I understand why most people make the mistake of thinking that, oh, wait, I need a logo. Oh, I need branding colors. Oh, I need all these beautiful things, because you see other successful entrepreneurs, they have all of that, and you think that you also need that. But the reality is that what has made all these people successful is that they have built a brand. It's just like the reason why you choose Apple versus Samsung. It's the same reason why you choose to stay at the Ritz-Carlton versus staying at the motel. You know the experience you're going to receive, right? So someone just told me in a direct message, sounds like you just peep at my Instagram account. I love that. So when you build a brand, everything changes. You don't need all of these things. Are these important? Do you need it later? Sure. Cool. We work on that, but we build the brand first. Now, Instagram won't work for you if you don't see Instagram as a business tool. You just see it as something that you need to do. Like, let me just put it in my to-do list. Just because everyone is doing it. Oh, I see this. I'm a photographer. I see this photographer doing it. Let me go and do it as well. Oh, I'm a graphic designer. I see another graphic designer doing it. Let me go do it as well. That's not how it works. And it also won't work for you if you want to copy and paste what other people are doing. You're not ready to take fully responsibilities for your actions and effort. It would definitely not work for you if you do it this way. And Instagram would definitely not work for you if you don't have a reliable and consistent system in place for generating high quality followers that turns into clients in your business. I'm not asking you to get more quantity of followers. I'm asking you to get high quality followers. And we're going to talk about that in just a bit. So today I'm going to share with you the 4 core ingredients required to generate more sales on Instagram, even if you don't have a lot of followers. Now, the problem with most entrepreneurs is that they think that, oh, let me just create really nice flyers and let me just post that. No, that's not how you use Instagram. Actually, I want to remind you, you have received via email a workbook. Right now, we're gonna go through the complete Instagram framework together, where we can fill out all your aha moments, all the steps that we're gonna cover. So make sure you have your workbook with you, or even if you have a notebook, just use a notebook, and this is also enough for you to follow this masterclass. All right. So the core ingredient number 1 is your personal brand. We talked about this. We've been talking about this. Not your website, not your logo, not your branding colors, your personal brand. Because here's the thing. Most entrepreneurs face the problem of not knowing how to stand out from the crowd. What do I mean by this? When I started my wedding photography business, I realized that there are thousands of other photographers doing the same thing that I am doing, photographing weddings. And I'm like, how am I going to stand out? Maybe you are a graphic designer and there are thousands of other graphic designers out there. Maybe you are a wedding planner, thousands of wedding planners out there. Maybe you're an accountant, a million accountants out there. Maybe you are a business coach, a family coach. Maybe you teach yoga. Maybe you talk about money mindset. I don't care what you do. The reality is that there are other people out there doing the same thing that you're doing. So most people, when they get started, most entrepreneurs, they face the problem of like, oh my goodness, there's so many people doing the same thing that I'm doing. How the heck am I gonna stand out? If you sell candles, if you sell necklaces, if you sell earrings, if you sell whatever you sell, products, there are people that are selling the same thing. The mistake that most struggling entrepreneurs make is that they focus 90% of their content on their offers and 10% on building a brand. It is the opposite. We build the brand and the brand sells the offer. Most people focus on the offer first and they don't build a brand. Here's a mug, is $9.99. Here's a pen. You can buy 2 and get a 50% discount. Here's a phone case. I don't know. They're always talking, excuse me. They're always talking about their offers, their products, their service. They're not building a brand. So when you look at all these industry leaders, what do they all have in common? Simon Sinek, Elon Musk, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, former people in Aruba, Ivo Yanis, Kim Kardashian. What do they all have in common? They have built a personal brand. They have built a brand that sets them, that makes that Love in the Room presentation. Yeah, I love it. What do they all have in common? They all have built a personal brand. A brand that makes them stand out from the competition. Like even for my people from Aruba, Ivo Yanis, this guy is really known. Why? Because he's built a personal brand. You see him on TV, you see him on the radio station, you see him even on photos, you see him everywhere. What does Kim Kardashian like? Kim Kardashian can release a lipstick tomorrow. People will run. They will sleep outside of her stores to get this lipstick. Elon Musk can talk about cryptocurrency and people will follow. Tony Robbins sold out thousands of people at events. Like he hosts events, thousands of people buying tickets like this. Oprah Winfrey, she hosts an event, sold out. Why? Is it because they're cute? Is it because they're really nice? They dress nicely? No, it's because they've built a brand. Now, some people have like opinions about these people. Like, for example, Kim Kardashian, some people have an opinion about her. I don't care about your opinion. She doesn't care about your opinion. But the reality is that she's built a brand. And a brand that has made her millions, even billions in her business. So what is the difference between talking about your product and services versus your branding? The product and service is just like photography. There are thousands of photographers. Graphic designing, there's a lot of graphic designers. That's the product or service that you provide. The branding? Oh, the branding is what people cannot take from you. Your brand is something that no one can take it from you. No one can copy it because your branding is your energy. Your branding is your value. The branding is you, the human being behind that business. That is the branding. I like how Seth Godin describes a brand. A brand is a set of expectations, memories, stories, and relationships that taken together accounts for a consumer's decision to choose one product or service over another. So one person can have, for example, let's say you're getting married, you're looking at 5 different photographers, wedding photographers. The reason why you would choose one photographer over the other is just because you have a connection with that photographer. You have a set of expectations. Maybe they've done something for you. Maybe the way they show up on Instagram, maybe the way they put themselves out on social media, the stories that you have with them, or they've told, or the relationships that you created with this person. That's why you choose that person. I remember when you join the Instagram Academy, I'm gonna send you a form, and one of the questions that I ask is, what is the reason why you joined the program? And I kid you not, most people put there your energy, and I'm like, proves my point. It doesn't matter who teaches about Instagram. It's not. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't matter the teaching about Instagram. What matters is who teaches about Instagram, the human behind that brand. So at the end of the day, your brand is an experience that you create for your ideal customers. So when you build an intentional personal brand, you stand out from your competition. It's no longer about, oh, there's 5,000 photographers in Aruba. Let me see how I can, I don't know, maybe give more discounts. No, you stand out. You can do more than one thing at the same time. Look at me right now. I'm a photographer. I'm a business strategist as well. I can do multiple things at the same time. You become like a celebrity in your industry. People start to recognize you. You no longer have to compete based on pricing. You don't have to do that. Actually, I believe that when you build a personal brand, you enter the luxury market because you stand out. It's exclusive. More people know you. You can increase your prices. You can pivot easily. Let me knock on wood, but I hope the pandemic doesn't happen again. But for me, when it happened, I could pivot. I cannot photograph weddings during the pandemic, so I pivoted. I did something differently. You build strong connections with your ideal customers, which results in easy sales. All right? Because building a personal brand, if you're multitasking, come back to me. This is important. Building a personal brand on social media is the most effective way to stand out from your highly saturated market so you can reach more people, attract new leads, and convert more sales. This is important. When you build a personal brand, you stand out. And when you stand out, you reach more people, you attract more leads, and you convert more sales. That is the power of having a personal brand. A personal brand humanizes your business, and the reality is that human connects with human. Not logos, not branding colors, not cool website. No, the human behind that brand. There are different ways that you can use your personal brand to generate revenue. So for example, you can start offering different services and products. So as a photographer, you can offer photography services. As a product, maybe you start your own line of t-shirts or caps, or maybe you like sunglasses, different styles. I don't know. You choose your different products that you wanna start. Maybe you can also do affiliate marketing. I did affiliate marketing 2 years ago, I believe it was. For the first time, I generated over $10,000 in a week. Just imagine that. Brand ambassadors, some people call it influencers. The idea is just that you talk about other brands, and these brands pay you for that. Why? Because you have a personal brand, people recognize you, and boom. You see, even like Kris Jenner, she's talking. I think I started her doing like a promotion for, like, I don't know if it was Target. I don't remember which store it was, but she wasn't a brand ambassador for a big company. Imagine how much money they paid her to do that promotion. Not because she's cute, but just because she has a personal brand. You can do speaking engagements. You can do coaching, consulting. You can start your own online course, membership. You can host live events. workshops. You can even write a book. Shout out to Daryl that she has 2 books. I love it. When you build a personal brand, you have the opportunity to do all of these different things in your business. And that is beautiful. If your business isn't investing in building a personal brand, there's a good chance that your competitors are, which puts you at a significant disadvantage. So the question becomes like, why not just get started? Just get started. Like, what are you waiting for? Right? So most people make the mistake of thinking, okay, I know it's important. I know I have to start on Instagram. I know I have to build a brand, but it's not perfect yet, Steven. I don't know what to post yet. I don't have a logo. I don't have branding colors. I don't have all of these things to make it perfect. It's not up to my standards. I understand that, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because perfectionism is an illusion. Your 100% perfect might be my 50% perfect. We have 2 different perspectives on what is perfect. So it would never be perfect. So just do it. So the question is, why not you? Now, the reason why most people don't take the step is because they have the fear. And one of the most common fear that stops a lot of people is the fear of failure. It's like, I'm going to start on Instagram. I'm going to start promoting. I'm going to put money, energy, time. Like, I'm going to go all in. But what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I put myself out there, I promote, and no one buys? Like that fear of failure, right? Well, if this isn't resonating, just let me know. I want you to know that you're not alone. That this is one of the most common fear that a lot of entrepreneurs go through. But the reality is that trying to avoid failure is just like going surfing and trying to avoid getting wet. It doesn't make sense, because the reality is that failure is part of the process. In fact, what if failure is the only path to success? What if in order for you to get success in your business, in your life, what if in order for you to get to your goal, you need to fail many, many times before you get there? But it is guaranteed that you're going to get there. You just have to fall different times so that you can get up stronger, wiser, and with more experience so that you can get to your success. So my question to you is, what would it take for you to create a new meaning around failure? What would it take for you to create a different perspective on how you see failure? That's a really big question that I want you to answer for yourself. What would it take for you to create a new meaning around failure? What if failure is proof that you're getting closer to your goal? What if failure is the only path to success? Interesting, right? Another fear that I see happening a lot is that most people have the fear of what other people would think about them, the fear of opinions of other people. And this can show up in different ways. It could be like your family, like, oh, I always work at a 9-to-5 job. Now I'm going to start my own business. What would my family think of me? Or my colleagues, like my ex-colleagues or the current colleagues, or my high school friends, like those old friends that I still have on Instagram. What if they start looking at me trying to build a business? Oh my goodness, what would they say about me? Especially if I fail, especially if it doesn't work at the beginning. What if strangers on the internet has a lot of things to say about me? Does this resonate with you? Because the reality is that there's someone out there that already has an opinion about you. Your family, your colleagues, your friends, strangers on the internet. The reality is that there's someone that already has an opinion about you. That's just the reality. So why don't you just do the thing that makes you happy and money, and let them have an opinion about that instead. At least you're doing something that gives you the opportunity to make a bigger impact and live life based on your desire. Why don't you just do it and let people have their opinion? The reality is that their opinion don't pay your bills. Their opinion is just a projection of what they think about themselves. So let them talk. Your results will silence their doubt. Okay, quote me on that. Put it on Instagram. I love that. Because the reality is that when you give your power away to fear, fear has power over you. So today, I want you to claim back your power. Today, I claim back my power. That's what I want you to tell yourself. Instead of saying, I should have done it, I would have done it, I could have done it, I want you to tell yourself, I did it. I freaking did it. Because there are people less qualified than you doing the things that you want to do simply because they decided to believe in themselves. They've made the decision that whatever happens, I'm going to believe in myself and I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what I want you to do as well. Now, take a look at one of the members of the Instagram Academy. This is Laura, that said, my biggest challenge was how to reach my target audience. After joining the program, I was reassured that my business is not for everyone, and that is okay. I have more insights of how the Instagram algorithm works, and now I have more of a strategy to work with. My friend, it doesn't matter what people think about you. What matters is what you think about yourself. The reality is that the first 5 minutes of you tuning into this masterclass, you already had an opinion about me. Can I control that? No. I can control what I think about myself. And trust me, I think pretty good things about myself. I like to say, this is obviously a joke, that not everyone likes me, but not everyone has good taste. Okay. Okay, it's totally a joke. Well, is it? Is it not? I don't know. Not everyone has good taste, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Now, core ingredients number 2 is your target audience. This is the person, the group of people that you create content for. Your target audience. Your target audience is the people that it is why you create your Instagram account to begin with. And when you understand exactly who your core target audience, who they are, you create content for them. Now, the biggest mistake that most people make is that they think like, okay, but Steven, let's say, for example, you're selling this mug of water. You can tell me, but Steven, everyone can buy it, so let me just market to everyone. Do you need somewhere to put your cold water or your hot coffee? Buy this now. Now, the problem with that is that if you're marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. Because just think about it. If you have a heart problem, do you go to a heart surgeon or do you go to a general practitioner? No, of course, you will go to that person that is specialized in heart problems, a heart surgeon, because you want the best out of the best. You want people that know what they're working on, that are specialized in that specific problem. The same thing goes to your business. If you're selling this, sure, everyone can use it, but the way you speak about this mug, for example, to a person that is working at a 9-to-5 job, she's working behind her desk, she's at her office, she's using it for her coffee, is different than what you would say to someone that goes to the gym and wants to keep their water cold. Same product, different marketing, different messaging. So the product didn't change. The target audience is different, which means the marketing is different. And for example, as a heart surgeon, let's say you have a heart problems, you go to a heart surgeon, they can charge you even more. Why? Because they are specialized. When you're planning your wedding, do you go to a simple photographer, just like a photographer that does family photo shoots, senior photos, they take photos of baptism, they take photos of random people on the street, they do photo journalism, or do you go to a professional wedding photographer? Oh, okay. Different target audience, different marketing, same service, taking photos. Do you see the difference there? So the problem that you might be facing right now when it comes to using Instagram to target your ideal customer is that you only have family and friends that are following you, not potential customer. Maybe this is you right now. Okay, Steven, I just got started. Oh my goodness. Only my family and friends are following me. I understand that. Maybe you're not really sure what type of content would attract the right people to your account. Therefore, you don't post. Maybe this is something that you're going through right now. And again, one of the not everything would apply to you, but maybe one of these problems you might be facing right now. Maybe it is that there's so much to say and to do, and that you have no idea where to get started. That's also a possibility. Maybe it's taking you too much time to create content, and when you do, you barely get any engagement. Maybe it is that you find yourself struggling at being creative with your content. Maybe these are different problems that you're facing, and that's why you don't really understand who your ideal customer is or what type of content would resonate with them, which will attract them to your account. This is really, really common. But the biggest mistake that I see most people make is that you only post when you have a promotional campaign. So you're always selling, and of course, you don't attract those people because you haven't created content that attract them first. Now, maybe you're only talking about your products and services. You're not actually creating content to attract those people. You're hiding behind your logo, or you're only doing trendy videos like Reels, or maybe you're just not posting at all. Maybe you're hiding behind Instagram stories that are, these are only 24 hours. Let me just post this. And if it didn't work, no worries. Tomorrow it's gone. And you're not posting on your feed. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're consuming more instead of creating. So you're looking at what other people are doing. You're like always scrolling, looking at stories, looking at reels. But when it comes to creating content for your own business, you don't do it. Or maybe you're not clear who you're speaking to. The person that you want to attract, you're not clear on that yet. Your content is vague. Now, most people also make the mistake of thinking that they need to grow their following first. They believe, Steven, if I have more followers, that means I'll get more sales. More followers, more sales. And I have bad news for you because this is false. Because the reality is that you don't need more followers. What you need is a strategy, is a system, is a framework that guarantees a sales increase with the current followers. And then we attract more of the right people so that we can apply the same system with these new people as well. Because here are some facts. Everyone started at zero. So you just might as well get started. And even if you have 50 followers, imagine 50 people listening to what you have to say. Imagine 50 people at your house right now, in your kitchen, listening to what you have to say. That's at least at my house, 50 people in my kitchen, that's a lot of people. Out of my kitchen. That's a lot of people. Less followers means you have more opportunity to reach one-on-one to these people and build stronger relationship. Right now, I have almost 5,000 followers. It will take me a lot of time to go reach one-on-one at all my followers and try to build a relationship with them. But if you have like 25 followers, I would definitely make some time to go and DM all these people and start a conversation. Not pitch your products, just start conversations. And if your content is good, people will share it, which means that you can reach more people, which means that you can make more sales if you have the strategy. Because if you don't have a strategy, more followers won't automatically fix your problems. All right? Because thinking you need more followers is just like adding more water to a bucket that has holes in the bottom. It really doesn't matter how much more water you add if the system is broken. And most entrepreneurs don't have a system on Instagram that helps them make more sales, that helps them attract more of the right audience. So what you need is not more followers. What you need is a system. Just take a look at one of the members of the Instagram Academy. This is Katula Gardening that said, we went from having about 400 followers on our Facebook page to now having 1,400. We increased our customer base by 10x as many customers. We went from having 8 clients to now 84. Plus, we landed 4 new contracts starting at 40,000 Aruban florins per year. And take a look. They have less than 100 followers. Imagine one of those followers is a huge company that wants to invest 100,000 florins, Aruban florins, or euros or dollars in your business. And you're just sitting there trying to get more followers. No, it's not about the followers. It's about the system. So, in the Instagram Academy is just like a Netflix of the Steven. I like to call it the Netflix of Steven Nakuba. Is that you have your email and you have a password, you log in, and you will receive all these different trainings. They are on demand for you to watch them. So these are over 25 different trainings. We have different resources. We have different things, even bonuses for you to go through on your own pace. You don't have to do it within a week. Take your time. And what the beauty about this is that you get step by step by step all the things that you can do on Instagram to make more sales. Now, there are different things that I teach in Instagram Academy. Of course, I cannot talk about all these over 25 different trainings, but one of the things that I talk about is the 5 things that the 5 different content you need to focus on to attract more of your ideal customer. Today, I'm sharing 3 with you. So to attract more of your ideal customer, you need to focus on the 3 E's: empower, educate, and entertain. Again, there are 5 different things that you need to focus on to attract your ideal customer. However, the 3 E's, which are 3 of the most important ones, are empower. I don't think so. I believe all 5s are important. I'll take that back, because the other 5s are the other 2 that are really, really important as well. I teach this in the Instagram Academy, but for now, I want you to focus on these 3: empower, educate, and entertain. The 3 E's. You empower your ideal customer. You educate them. You entertain them. And with that, with consistency, you attract more of the right people. Now, in the Instagram Academy, I give you a bag of resources so that you can go and apply this. The goal is for you to get started immediately. Like as soon as you join, you can start applying the system. So I give you different resources so you can save time and start showing up on social media. My goal is to save you time. I know. I wish I had 48 hours in my day. I only have 24. If you have more, please let me know where you found extra hours, because I might need 3 or 4 extra hours. But the reality is that everyone has 24 hours, and it's not about having time, it's about making time. And my goal is to create different resources for you to show up, even if you only have like 30 minutes per day. Like go create these content with all the resources that I gave you, and boom, you can go and post it. That's my goal. All right. So we're almost there. Core ingredient number 3, consistent content creation. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Okay. Now, most people make the mistake of thinking that consistency means posting every single day. I don't think that is true. Consistency doesn't mean post every day. Consistency means post as much as you can with the capacity that you have. Here's the thing. I do social media for a living. I can post 5 to 7 times per week. It comes easily to me. I don't have kids. I'm not married. I don't have more responsibilities. Like, it's me, my free time, and my business. That's just the reality of it. So for me, it's easy for me to post 5 to 7 times per week. If you are a mom with 3 kids, a 9-to-5 job, plus you're starting a business on Instagram, how can you expect yourself to post 7 times per week? Doesn't make sense. I want you to work with the capacity that you have. Now, there's a big caveat to this, because consistency on social media is also just like going to the gym. So if your last post was like 3 months ago, maybe we need to look back at this strategy. Because if you want to build a summer body, going to the gym once every 3 months, you're going to get there, but it's going to take you some time to get there. Posting once every 3 months, you're going to get more followers and results, but it's going to take you a while. So I rather you say, I recommend starting at least with 3 times per week. Can you do that? Can you stick to 3 times per week? Even if you say, oh, 3 times sounds like a lot. Okay, 2. Can we start with 2 times per week? And then we increase that. Because the reality is that if you want results, you need to take action. Now, the reason why most people are not consistent is because you have no idea what to post. You're not getting any engagement at all. Or maybe you're making your results mean something about you. For example, I post something, I got 0 likes, 0 comments, 0 shares, 0 sales, and and that little ego of yours comes and tell you, you see, it's not working. It's never going to work for you. The business is not going to grow because you're not getting any engagement. You suck. It's like that ugly ego of yours. We all have our ego. We love our ego, but we have to tell their ego, you know what? You don't dictate what I think about myself. And then you claim back your power. Because the reality is that if you're letting external circumstances like your posts on Instagram dictate what you think about yourself, you're losing your power. And I don't want that for you. Now, most people are not consistent because they don't have a system that inspire endless content ideas to post, or they don't look at Instagram as a marketing tool. You look at Instagram as just something that, check, I have it done, but do you have a strategy? That's the real question. Now, the old way of using Instagram is, this is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. Really beautiful feed. The perfect life. Look at me sitting at the beach with a cocktail or the coconut water in my hand. Look at the sunset. Look at me swimming with all these fishes. Look at the beach. Oh, I'm in the airplane again. That's the old way, the outdated way. I know. I have a lot of fun when I teach. I'm sorry. This is just me. I don't know. So I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. This is who I am. Okay. So the outdated way of using Instagram is the perfect life. But what we've noticed within the years is that no one really has this perfect life 24/7, right? It's like faking it. Like, let's fake it until you make it. No, right now, that's not how we use Instagram. Before it was mainly photo based, right now it is not. Before it was all about hashtags, right now hashtag is not that important anymore. Before it was all about you, look at my perfect life. Look, I'm on vacation again. Look, me. That's the old way. The new way of using Instagram is about focusing on the 3 factors of building the know, like, and trust factors. We see Gary Vaynerchuk do it. We see James Wetmore do it. They don't have beautiful feet, like to each their own. Everyone there has their own opinion. but they don't have like, oh, look at me in my private jet. Oh, look at me in Sedona. Oh, look at me with a cocktail in my hand. No, what they do is they build the know, like, and trust factor. The know factor is like the brand awareness. More people have to get to know who you are, what you stand for, your values. Some people will like you, great, extra points. Some people won't like you. You cannot control that. You just show them the door out, show them how to unfollow you, peace out. But the most important part is the trust factor. Trust is the most important factor when it comes to using Instagram for business. Why? When was the last time that you went to a business owner and you said, hey, I don't trust you. Here's my money. We don't do that. It doesn't make sense. So what is important is for you to build trust so that when people trust you, they buy from you easily. So you cannot expect just to put promotional flyers and expect people to buy, because that's not enough. You're not showing the personal brand. What we see industry leaders doing is that they focus on brand awareness, the know, like, and trust factor, so that people buy from their business. All right. Now, in the Instagram Academy, I talk about the conversion funnel. There are different things that we talk about during this training, but one of the most important things that we talk about is how to build trust. And trust is built by starting with engagement. So this is the process. We start with engagement. From engagement, we increase relationships, or we build relationships. With relationships, we build trust. And with trust, we make more sales. Now you can ask me, how much time does this cost? I don't know. You don't know. Some people can go watch your content and boom, they trust you, they buy from you. Some people might take years, months, days, weeks to trust you. I remember there was someone that joined the Instagram Academy and told me, I saw you promote this program last year, and now I joined. I'm like, okay. I cannot control that. What I can control is how I show up. So the idea is to start with engagement. You create consistent content to build engagement, build relationships, build that trust, and then the sales happen. So let's talk about 3 ways to foster engagement on Instagram. Okay? Are you still with me? This is my break to drink some water. I don't even know how it sounds. Okay. 3 ways to foster engagement on Instagram. Number 1, use CTA at the end of your captions. What do you mean by CTA? CTA is called call to action, which basically means tell your audience what you want them to do after consuming your content. I'm going to give you 5 different CTAs that you can use, and I'm going to give you an example. So for example, you can say, save this post for later. Double tap if you agree. Comment me for the link to the masterclass, for example. Tag your BFF in the comments. Share this post in your story. These are different ways that you can inspire people to take an action on your post. Any action is considered engagement on Instagram. So people leaving a comment, they double tapping your photo, they saving this photo, they sending the post to a friend, or they posting on their story. All these are different engagement that shows the algorithm, hey, this content is getting engagement, let's push it. Let me show you an example how industry leaders are using this right now. This is Amy Porterfield. Yesterday, I went on her profile and I saw that she was promoting a podcast episode. She did a reel and she was talking about this podcast episode, what is covered on the podcast episode. So she said, comment 552, that is the number of the episode. And in the comments and the captions, she said, just comment 552 below and pop in as a set of headphones to dive into this actionable episode. So of course I did it. I put 552. She replied, just DM'd you. You're going to love this episode. So, I went into my direct messages and I saw this. Hi, so excited for you to dive into my latest episode. This is truly powerful stuff when used wisely. Just click the link below or reply 552 and I will send it over. Grab your earpods and let's do this. I replied 552 again. Let's dive in. Just click the link below and on the next page, you can choose which platform to listen on. Pro tip, grab a notebook and pen. This is definitely one to take notes on. I was like, this is genius. She's using small, simple call to action to continue the relationship with her audience and promote her podcast. Do you see the power of call to actions right now? There are different ways that you can use it. This is just one example. And in the Instagram Academy, I talk about more examples. I show you how to do it. We talk about Instagram direct message strategy. So for example, right now, she has thousands of followers. So I know for sure this is a program that she uses to send automatic messages. But if you have 25 followers and you're getting 2 to 3 comments, you can do this manually, and then we can add more stuff to the strategy. But we talk about that in the Instagram Academy. Just notice the power of using call to action. Okay? Now, the second thing that you can do to increase engagement is include video marketing in your strategy. So in the Instagram Academy, in module number 4, there's a complete module on different type of video marketing strategies that you can apply. So we talk about Instagram story, we talk about Instagram reels, 5 mistakes to avoid on videos so you can keep your audience engaged, the step-by-step process to go live on Instagram, creating your first Instagram reel. So there are different strategies that you can use with video marketing on Instagram. Today, I want to focus specifically on Instagram Reels, but just imagine there are different ways that you can use Instagram Story, Instagram Live videos, Instagram Video, Instagram Reels, and I teach all of this in the Instagram Academy. However, according to Instagram, today's users spend 20% of their time on Instagram viewing Reels. So why is Reels so important? Well, Reels, right now, Instagram is competing with TikTok and YouTube Shorts. If you see TikTok and you see Reels, they're like twins. They're almost the same thing. YouTube Shorts, almost the same thing. Which means that Instagram is pushing Reels more into people's news feed because they understand the power of video. Now, we also see there's a Reels tab right now. They want to promote more Reels. There are templates right now. They want to encourage you to use Reels. When you scroll to your news feed, you notice that the posts are not verticals anymore. There are more rectangle. They want to promote Reels. So the mistake that I see most people make when it comes to using Reels for their business is they only focus on trending Reels. There's nothing wrong with doing trending Reels, but they shouldn't be your only focus. You have to create original Reels so that you can stand out from your competition. Now, in the Instagram Academy, I show you there's a new bonus, which is it is a 14 days Instagram Reels challenge, which the goal is that in 14 days, you're going to learn how to get more views, more followers, more engagement, and make more sales in your business by using the power of Instagram Reels. There's a complete strategy. There's a complete workbook. There's a complete step-by-step on how to do it. I even show you how I film my Reels so that you can do it too. with the promise that you are going to receive more views, more followers, more engagement, more sales within the next 14 days. But you have to do it. You have to apply the strategy so that you can see this happen. All right. Now, the third way that you can increase engagement is by using the engagement tools on Story. So I'm still talking about video marketing here. We're going a little bit deeper with Story, but not this is just the surface level. But there are different things that you can use when it comes to engagement tools. For example, the poll, the slider, the question box, the direct message, the quiz. Sorry. So these are engagement tools that you can use so that people can engage with your account. Here are some examples. I use the poll right here. Do you want to learn how to create consistent content that attracts your ideal customer via Instagram? Yes, no. People can tap. How was your day? People can slide. Did you know I have a podcast? Yes, no. When someone taps, when someone slides, it gives the algorithm signs that, hey, this content is important. Let's show it to more people. Okay? So you can definitely, actually, I have an action step for you right now. I want to take you into action right now. I want you to take a photo of your laptop or desktop, wherever you're looking at this masterclass right now. And I want you to take a photo of this screen. And I want you to upload it on Instagram or your Facebook story and use any of the engagement tools. For example, you can say, do you invest in education? Yes, no. Tag me at Steven Dacuba and I will reshare your story. All right. So do that in the course of this masterclass, and I would guarantee that by tomorrow, before the 24 hours has passed, you will see people has engaged with you, and this will help you with engagement. All right. Now, take a look at Rosalba, one of the members of the Instagram Academy. After joining the program, I got a clear vision of what to post, how to communicate in the DMs with new followers, and I now have a strategy to make enough content in one batch. I have so much free time now. I got 100 followers in 6 weeks while starting from scratch. I reached 15,000 account with my reels and posts, and I got one-on-one high-ticket coaching client. So imagine what is possible for you when you have a system, a strategy, something that you can rely on that applies on Instagram, so you can build your business on Instagram as well. Now, the last core ingredient is your sales system. This is where the magic happens. Okay. So the reason why most entrepreneurs don't make sales online is because you haven't built the know, like, and trust factor. Remember, I told you about this, the new way of using Instagram for business. Build the know, like, and trust factor. Maybe you haven't built the relationship. Remember, engagement, relationship, trust, sales. Maybe you're missing the relationship part. Maybe you're always promoting the product and services. You're always focused on the sales, but not about the branding. I see a lot of people also just throwing money at Facebook and Instagram ads without even having a strategy. So like the boost post button, they click it, $10, and they hope it works. That's not a strategy. And most people don't even have a sales system. What we see most successful entrepreneurs, the patterns that we see again and again and again, that they all have a sales strategy that they apply on Instagram so that they can make more sales. And most entrepreneurs right now don't have that. At least the struggling entrepreneurs, the ones that are not making sales, the ones that only have an account, but they are not using the account strategically. Now, in the Instagram Academy, I talk about the TLC method. The TLC method is the 3-step formula to turn a follower into paying customer. This starts by having traffic, then it turns into leads, and leads turns into customers. So, excuse me. The first step is to understand where the traffic is at. For you, it could mean, right now we're talking about Instagram. So the traffic on Instagram, the people that are going to your account, the people that are following you, the people that are looking at your content, this is traffic. It could also mean that, so you see members of the Instagram Academy applying the system on other platforms, it also works. because you can do it on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, podcasts, blogs, Clubhouse. It doesn't matter where you do it. The idea is to understand that you need traffic. And with that traffic, you can turn those traffic into leads. Leads are people that maybe they downloaded the lead magnet. Maybe they schedule an appointment. Maybe they send you an email for more information. Maybe they tap on one of your posts. Maybe they send you a direct message. They have shown you in one way or the other that they are interested in your business. And then we turn those leads into customers. This is where you apply the strategic sales system, which I teach in module number 2 of the Instagram Academy. And this is where you deal with sales objection. Sales objection is not a no, it's just a no, but, and you have to figure out what is the reason they're not buying it. And then they buy it because you have dealt with the sales objection. And you plan your promotional campaign. So, like Amy Porterfield, she just don't say, hey, the book is out, go buy it. No, she did a complete promotional campaign with pre-sales, with doing different masterclasses, giveaway. She did different stuff to promote her book. Same thing goes to you. You need a promotional campaign. Now, more than anything, in order for all of this to work, your audience needs to trust you before they buy from you. Trust is the most important factor when it comes to building your business on Instagram. How do you build trust? You focus on the know, like, and trust factor. And this is how you start building those relationships, building the trust that leads into sale. Show me one successful entrepreneur that doesn't have a sales system. It doesn't make sense. And in the Instagram Academy, I show you the step by step how to go from a broke content creator to a profitable content creator. This is the success path. You have to go through all these different paths in order to understand exactly how to use Instagram for business so that you can apply the system. In module number 2, I show you step by step how to convert your audience into paying customer. We just went through a couple of details today, but there I show you how to reach your ideal customer. The Instagram conversion funnel explained the 3 phases of Instagram sales conversion, how to beat the Instagram algorithm, the 3 types of Instagram direct messages you should send your followers to increase trust. So we go deeper. Like, take a look at Laura Trump. She's a parent coach, and she said that I wanted to share with you some of my results in just 3 months. I started my business in March 2022 and never imagined I could accomplish so much in 3 months. By following Steven's steps, I gained more than 120 followers on my page. My engagement is tripled what it used to be. The interaction with my followers is so amazing that I often cannot cope with my DMs. Then she sent me a message, Steven, Instagram Academy to the win. Thank you, Steven. I got a one-on-one client through stories. Imagine where your business could be 3 months from now. Like, just imagine 3 months from now. Imagine where your business could be. The reality is that every successful entrepreneur has a sales system in their business. And if right now you're not making sales on Instagram, there's a good chance, and I'm willing to bet, that you don't have a sales system to apply on Instagram. And that is exactly what is missing so that you can see the return on investment of your energy and time on Instagram. Results and sales happen when you have a consistent content creation strategy and a sales system. Just take a look at people like James Watmore, Jasmine Star, Amy Porterfield, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins. All these people have a consistent content creation strategy and they plan their promotional campaigns on Instagram so that they can make more revenue. The reality is that if you're not making sales on Instagram, you're probably missing these strategies. So let's recap. What are the 4 things you need? Well, you need to build a personal brand. You need to explicitly or specifically know who your target audience is, how to create content, your content strategy, how to create content to attract that amount of people to your account, that type of people, that the quality followers to your account, and a sales system to turn those people into paying customers. So this is how you can mess things up. You already know what you need. Now, how you can mess things up right now after this training, you can go and try to go viral by hopping on every trend that you see out there and not having a system to convert followers into paying customers. You can go and mess things up by trying to copy what other people in your industry are doing and not build your own brand. You can mess things up by keep wasting your time, energy, and money on things that just don't work. Or you can go and mess things up by keep on clicking on the button of the boost now and expect that to be the magic trick. Because the reality is what you need right now, and probably what I think is missing, is that you're missing the content creation strategy that helps you create content without spending the whole day on your phone. You don't have time. You're a business owner. You need to go back to the things that are important. Instagram is important, but the other things are also important. I don't want you to spend the whole day on your phone. In fact, perhaps you're missing a framework to write captions so you can communicate your messaging effectively. We teach this in the Instagram Academy as well. Maybe you're missing an effective way to create different types of content on Instagram that actually guarantees results, or maybe you're missing a sales strategy to convert your followers into paying customers. But the reality is that when you have a system, you don't have to waste time trying to figure out what to post next. You will be able to attract the right followers to your account that turns into paying customers, and content creation will become something that you love to do instead of something that you feel like you need to do. This is possible when you have a system. So my friend, today you have a choice. You can sit with me like an hour and a half and look at all the things that are possible and how industry leaders are taking Instagram and using it as one of the most important marketing tools in their business to make sales, and you do nothing with it. Or you can choose right now to go all in with your strategy on Instagram. You can go and you can do it on your own, and you can learn through trial and error. But you already know that time is something that you cannot get back, and this might take you some time. But you can also join the Instagram Academy today, because it's now open for enrollment, where you can apply this exact strategy in your business and learn through over 25 different trainings that I have ready for you to watch, so that you can turn your followers into paying customers. So the Instagram Academy is a step-by-step online course. It's just like the Netflix of Steven DeCuba. You log in with your email, your password, and you're going to learn how to reach more people, attract more leads, and convert more sales. You can watch it on your desktop. You can also watch it on your phone. So it's totally online. All you need is a Wi-Fi and maybe a charger, because you might start binge watching all the videos and you need to charge your phone. But what you have received today is the 10% of what to do on Instagram. And the Instagram Academy you will learn the rest of the 90%, so you can finally use Instagram as a marketing tool for more sales. So the Instagram Academy framework is based on the 4 core ingredients required to generate more sales on Instagram, even if you don't have a lot of followers. So it is a 5-module program. The module number 5 is upcoming, is coming soon. But once you join, you'll get access to everything, and you will have lifetime access. So every single update in the future, you will get it as well for free. The total value is almost 700 euros, but the good thing is that you don't have to pay that. You can make one payment of 247 euros, and you can join the Instagram Academy today, right now. Or If you want a payment plan, make it more flexible for you to complete the payments, you can choose the 3 monthly payments, which is 88 euros every 30 days. So today, 88, in 30 days, 88, and in 60 days, 88, and you're done paying it. It's just like a payment plan to make it more flexible. Or if you need a more flexible plan, there's a 6 monthly payments of 55 euros. 55 euros today, you join, you get access to everything, and then 5 more times every 30 days, and then you will complete the payment. My goal is to make it easy for you to join the Instagram Academy and not let money be one of the things that stop you from achieving your goals and building your business on Instagram. That's my goal. I really don't want money to be one of the things that's stopping you from building your business, building your dream business. Like, how cool would that be? Take a look at Crystal Brown that said, after joining the program, I now have the knowledge in the regards to the type of posts that will appeal to my clients. I have knowledge when it comes to posts. I'm in control and excited about the result of my posts and how I show up on Instagram. I am showing up more confidently in stories, and I'm starting to slowly experiment with reels. A great investment, totally worth it. And then a couple of weeks later, I asked her, hey, Crystal, how is it going with the Instagram Academy? And this is what she said. She said, in my humble opinion, it's a great course and worth more than what you're asking for it. It is a great example of over-delivering indeed. Thank you for the valuable info your course has provided me with so far, Stephen. Now, when you join the Instagram Academy, you're also going to get different bonuses. This is the ultimate Instagram content calendar template. I will show you exactly step by step how I plan all of my content so that you can show up with consistency. You're also going to receive the backup resources so that you can always plan your content. You can use different templates. You can save time doing these, creating your content for Instagram as well. Bonus number 3 is a complete 60 high quality photo gallery where you can use different type of photos that I've created in the past. And this is to help you get rid of the excuse, I don't know what to post. I created content for you. You just have to post it. So I help you with that as well. We also have a private Facebook community for members only where you can ask your questions, get support, and you can hold each other accountable. And you also have lifetime access right here. And of course, the 14 days Instagram Reels challenge is one of the bonuses included. And we also have a masterclass with Anna Katz. She is a paid advertisement coach, and she hosted a masterclass about how to grow your followers and sales conversion with Facebook and Instagram ads. She has experience with over $5 million in ad spend and generated at least 5x ROI, return on investment, for her clients. So she's going to help you with more revenue, more visibility, and more loyal customers. You're also going to receive 2 extra masterclasses, which is the What Worked in 2022. It is a masterclass, it's like a 1-hour masterclass where I walk you through everything that I did on Instagram to help me reach 6 figures. And the other masterclass, which is this one, is my 2023 Instagram strategy. This is where I talk about all the things that I will focus on to grow to multiple 6 figures in my business. These 2 masterclasses are totally for you for free when you join the Instagram Academy. But the best part, I want to make this easy for you and no risk at all. So your investment is 100% backed by our 30-day show your work money back guarantee, which means that if in 30 days you apply the strategy, you do the work, you show us that you did it, and you get 0 results, we give you 100% of your money back. There's no risk with this program. All right. So I want to make sure that you feel comfortable investing in this program and you apply the strategy. And if in 30 days it doesn't work, you can ask for your money back. I have the privilege to say that up until this point, no one has asked for their money back. So, but hear it from me first, you get 100% of your money back if this is not the right fit. Right? You have lifetime access to the course, so you can watch it whenever you please, and all the future updates. So it's like the Netflix of Steven Nakuba, that you pay once, not a membership. You just pay once, you get everything, and in the future you get all the updates as well. So how does it work? You get your email, you get your password, you click the Instagram Academy, and then you just scroll and you will find all the different trainings. So everything is ready for you to go and watch it. You can get started today. But here's the thing. If you are one of the 5 people, I had 10 people first, but it is the first 5 people because 5 people already joined. So the first 5 people that join today, right now, if you're the first 5 people that join today, you will get the Instagram Academy, which is $247. The masterclass, content into cash. This is exactly my strategy, how I turn my content into cash, literally how to turn your followers into paying customers. And I will give you a free Instagram audit. This is total worth of 455 euros. But for the first 5 people, you only pay for the Instagram Academy or the payment plan. You can choose any of those options, and you will get these things for free. So with the Instagram audit, what I'm going to do is I will go to your account. I will see everything that you're doing or what you're not doing. And I'm going to give you some tips and step-by-step strategies that you can apply. So this is more personal, customized to your account. But this is only for the first 5 people. So if this is in alignment with you right now, all you have to do is go to stevendacuba.com/enroll. And this is where you can join the Instagram Academy right now. And if you're the first 5 people, you will get the Instagram Academy totally. Not the Instagram, you're going to get the Instagram audit totally for free. And the content into cash masterclass is a 1-hour masterclass where I show you step-by-step how to what to apply on your account so that you can increase your followers and your sales conversion. So my question to you is, which one are you? Are you to be the person that's going to just keep on scrolling, takes no action, and gets no results? Or are you going to be the person, Olivia Pope, Scandal? I hope someone knows what Scandal is. The Netflix, No? Yes? Okay. You're going to say it's handled. You take fully responsibility to your actions and the results that you're getting. All right. All you have to do is go to stevendacuba.com/enroll. All right. So take a look at the at Taina that said the Instagram Academy helped me increase my clients. The community of Instagram supports you and give you their feedback whenever you post in the private group. And Steven, he's the best. He keeps you accountable, checks on you, and is a huge support system. He will make sure that none of us that are part of the program fail or drops the ball. I'm really grateful I made the decision to join in the program. Now I have the right tools to keep my business content relevant and consistent. My friend, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending the time with me. If you have any questions, please reach out via Instagram at Steven Dacuba on Instagram, or Facebook, Steven Dacuba, or my website, stevendacuba.com. If you are ready to join the Instagram Academy today, all you have to do is go to stevendacuba.com/enroll. Now, I have another offer that I have for you. If this feels in alignment, I recently started my mastermind, and I have 2 spots for the people that want to start an online business. So this is for you if you are a course creator, or if you are a coach, if you are a consultant and you want to scale your business online. Maybe you want to give master classes. You want to also start your own online course. You also want to start giving workshops. This is the mastermind for you. This mastermind is everything you will ever need to build an online scalable coaching business, create wealth in your business, and freedom in your life. It is a 6-month commitment, including 2 private one-on-one coaching sessions, bi-weekly group coaching calls, and hot seats. And you get access to a group chat via Voxer. It's just like WhatsApp, where we will hold each other accountable. Right now, I only have 2 spots available, and you can join today. And since this is the first time I'm launching a mastermind, I'm giving a huge discount for the first round. The investment later will be 2,500 euros. The investment right now is 14.99. There's payment plans. You can join as little to 200 per month. But what is beautiful about this is that when you join, you will receive access to the 2-day live masterclass, your first digital offer. You will get access to the Instagram Academy. It's yours for free. You're going to get an access to the live masterclass, your first $10,000 month. It is a masterclass where we talk a lot about money mindset and how to work on your money mindset. And you're also going to get the masterclass, Attraction Masterclass, where you can get more clients, more wealth, and more freedom in your life. These are worth 580 euros worth of bonuses totally for free. So all you have to do, if you want to join the mastermind, reach out to me personally and I will show you how to join the mastermind. So go on Instagram at Steven De Cuba, send me a message. Hey, Steven, I want to learn more about your mastermind and I can tell you more information about it. Or if you're ready to join, I will send you the link to join. You can find me at Steven De Cuba on Facebook, at Steven De Cuba on Instagram, or stevendecuba.com. Talk about personal branding. Okay. All right. And if this is not in alignment for you, you just want to snag the Instagram Academy, that's also possible. stevendecuba.com/enroll. All right. My friend, thank you so much for your time, your energy, your presence. If you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate that you got all the way to this point with me. I believe that when I started my business, one of the things that I told myself is that one of my biggest goals for my business is to help 10,000 people quit their 9-to-5 job, start their own business, and build true time and financial freedom. I believe that I'm doing the job. And every single day, I wake up super excited and privileged that I can do this job. So the fact that you're here, that you spend some time with me, that we can exchange energies, that I gave you at least, if you got at least one thing out of this masterclass, I believe I did my job. Okay. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best as you pursue your business, as you launch your business on Instagram, you use social media to grow your business. And if there's anything that I can help you, feel free to reach out. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best and ciao, ciao.